That was just a cheeky little cat pace here. It's done there, and the game's over. But luckily, I think if you're a Nigma fan in this game or a Liquid game, this doesn't have that explosive end potential because, of course, the kind of cores in this matchup aren't going to be rinsing your building. So there's going to be many fights to come in this game. As you see, Liquid, insanely on the gyrocopter. He hadn't really played it much before, but he has been playing it 2-3 times in pubs. He played it once to carry, just to test, you know, the ability of the hero. Then he banged out 2 support games. And I just love seeing, you know, players look at other players.
I mean, was this all started by Fada, or did he get it from someone else, the sort of support gyro?
I don't want to say it's all Fada. I'm guessing, you know what? Europe's clearly the best region, if you can hear the sarcasm there. I'd say Fada, sure, he invented it. Why not? There's probably some other pro out there who's a bit upset. That's GH also being a bit upset here.
There he is.
Dying to...
There you go, power the support gyro there, Sania. He'll get that money. First bird action for him. Sorry there. Oh, he did as well.
Okay.
Little light and a bounty pick up there from Mickey.
Rather cheeky. But again, for Insania here, he goes for the rocket barrage. Sometimes the support... That's 4 bounty routes, by the way.
I mean, you deserve it when your Ember's pulling off the nice little sleight of fist pickups.
And first blood.
Not a bad... No, I mean, GH. And a second blood.
That's a lot of blood. Bloodseeker's meant to be
no
doing it.
TP, yeah, it's going to be a long walk back to the lane for GH. Mind control's going to be on his own.
But the reason why that was able to work out was if you look in top lane right now, what Zai did here, he did double show and wave, he quelled behind the tower to then drag it. If he walks from below the tower, the Lion's going to be clicking him the entire time. So he's able to get the XP, drag the wave for free basically, which frees up Nyx Assassin to be in that bot lane.
I mean, what do you do about this? You just can't.
I mean, other than standing behind your tower, predicting it, like...
Yeah.
Like, Kuroki, what he's doing now is what you can do. Once you see the Darkseer make this play, start clicking him down, throw the impales, force him to connect the wave here in this position, and just try and be as pesky as possible. But
I guess a little deny. I know.
Great start to the game, though, from Liquid. 4 bounty runes, 2 kills, and Zai's able to basically set up his lane in front of him. With that pull as well, the key thing is he pulls the wave to also block the camps. So there's no neutral camps for Kuroki to play on. So they're forced into this awkward position of trying to poke here.
On a bit of aggression there with the vacuum. Gets set up for a tower hit, at least onto Kuro.
Yeah, I think that's over the last year or so, that's like the main evolution of Darkseer. Of course, nowadays it's not, but it's the fact that you do go for the point in vacuum. You play on you have a couple shells down, you just vac the guy underneath you. And that alone really kind of, I think, changed Darkseer players.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's no longer of a case of, oh, they're going on me, I need to run. It's, oh, they're going on me, hey, I can set up a lot of damage. I'm just going to fight back. And as we're seeing, Zai, scary man on this hero early on. He's going to have to be very careful how he tries to keep this lane safe for RTW.
If anything, Kuro can stop a pull or 2, but he's probably going to die maybe once or twice in this type of lane just to ensure that RTW is able to farm and they're pulling. If Liquid's able to push the wave in and get constant pulls out, that's when it's difficult.
I mean, it's a spooky lane. Kuro.
That's like 11 HP.
Yeah, he's got to run though. They might be able to come through the trees and find him, and they do.
Yeah.
Cut through the trees, the Iron Shell burns him down. A kill for the 2 of them up top.
Yeah, unfortunately for Kuro, that is not what he was trying to achieve. He was trying to play in a way that he stops pulls, but he dies and the pull comes through now, so not the best start for Nigma in the safe lane.
I'm going to see another go on to GH. They've got the point in the missile. And that'll do it. And kill for Matuma down at the bottom lane. A 3rd death for GH in this early game as he is struggling. We've seen them get some damage on the mind control as well with this barrage. In fact, they might be able to go for this as well with the slow of the dagger. Okay, he's got a pretty full stick. That'll be enough to get him back, but still, Liquid really keep Enigma Galaxy on their toes here in this laning stage already.
You have to respect PA as a hero when you get this orbital corrosion. Some players don't even go for it because just Blight alone is pretty good. Foxy should be dying to spin. Nice to see Nigma kind of starting to punch back, but the slow on dagger and corrosion is insane. They're trying to kill Matu bot lane, but the value of, I guess, Insania hugging him. I was going to start talking about Blink Strike, but I didn't even use it. He had no mana, so just being underneath your tower. The value of being underneath your tower. There you go. Let's get out of that one.
And that extra bit of tank ability. Regen on the way out, courtesy of Insania to keep Matu buffed up in the lane. stepping up quite aggressively, actually, as low as he is, Matuma Man. And he might have just messed up there. Yeah, he has. Yeah, I mean, he takes a risk there. I mean, dead for sure, as Mind Control easily lands a blood right. And a big kill for Nigma Galaxy down bottom. Same time, top lane, Kuro goes down again. But yeah, I think Matu's going to be sort of kicking himself for that one. Walks up and dies to a blood right.
Yeah, but luckily it's going to be how he bounces back, right? Like, I think for Nigma, I think they mentioned on the panel as well. Oh, yeah, it's actually on the top. Bloodseeker getting that kill, that's kind of what he needs. Bloodseeker's the type of hero that you need to find some kills in lane and then pivot that into some earlier fights, right? If he can dictate where the fights are happening, like his hero should be able to, whoever he ruptures should die. Be it through setting up a hook shot, setting up the stun strike because they're standing still. He needs to have a good game. Great rotation from Croaky coming into the Ember pre-level 6. Yeah. Also getting that cut off. GH TPs in as well. Salves him up. Like, they're putting a lot more emphasis now on Miracle because he's not on a self-sufficient mid laner, right? Be Invoker a little bit weaker in regards if he's ran out. So they're being the ones proactive, setting the pace of the game and ensuring that he can be a little bit greedier. He's not an Invoker player where he's going to go quad wax, right? It's going to probably be this exhaust style of set up the stun strikes of everyone else, get me to my 2-3 items and, you know, make the flashier plays.
Yeah, and they've got decent setup. Kuro with the stun lockdown, and of course GH with the cogs to trap people in. Bottom lane talking about the man. GH runs down Insania with a battery assault. For sort of all the way that the bottom lane did start off, Nigma Galaxy starting to hit back and get kills themselves.
Yeah, and that's, I guess, I say luckily, but it's just because Bloodseeker with levels does better. PA, the spike at 2 and 3 is a little bit stronger. So Liquid able to utilize their spike, and Nigma's utilizing their power spike within the lane. And it's weird to think as well, because of the break Miracle took, like we've not seen him play Invoker. Like he played once in Dota Pit 26 days ago, and then he played it at TI, right? One time. So within like 6 months, he's only seen it 2 times. So it's weird to play that really. For his specialty here.
He's going to get out with his ice wall. And he is as well, and he's got backup coming in. GHTP's over. They've got the cogs trapping in, the 2 of them. Miracle's going to be fine. Mickey will manage to walk it off. Have they got any catch for Boxy or Miracle? They don't, so they won't get a kill in return. But Miracle is kept safe there. To what looked like near guaranteed death with the 2 of Liquid running him down.
And Mickey trying to make the plays pre-level 6. Like he's literally 2.5 creeps away from that level 6. Maybe if he waited, that would have been a completely free kill on the Invoker, but they are trying to, you know, push the limit a little bit there. But you can see Nigma, they're really turning up the pace, right? This mid-aggression. Oh, okay. That final bounce.
Top tower is under attack.
A little
Does he smirk? No smirk, nothing.
He's a man of focus here.
Oh, I respect that too.
But I mean, if that bounce had gone over to Zai, the follow-up play, Fury Surge was on cooldown, it would have got him the kill.
Oh, he's dead, yeah.
Yeah, unlucky there.
Very
RTW.
No, very skilled from Zai.
Skilled from Zai.
Thank you very much. RNG isn't a skill-based mechanic.
Oh, RTW, he's come back in, but his spells are on cooldown. Oh no, he's got Blade Fury. And he's not got the mana for it though with the mana burn. Drag back with a vacuum. He's got to run. Surge up on the Boxy to allow him to close the gap with the Iron Shell. Fairy Fire's popped. Is that going to be enough to save him? He's running. He's got Blade Fury back up. So he'll actually turn and look to get the kill onto Boxy. And with the help of Kuro, he'll be able to do so. RTW keeps it cool and turns it around.
Oh, that was a matter of... Go silent quickly for GH.
I mean, at bottom, yeah. Oh. Getting some action here. Insania's trying to find GH. Will manage to set up for Matu to clean it up on the bottom, but the 1-for-1 continues there. A brawling as we hope to see from this game, coming out at a high frequency here, 8 minutes in, 6 for 6. Nigma Galaxy overall having that slight lead though, 1k gold advantage.
Yeah, the lead's coming from the fact that, you know, Juggernaut, Bloodseeker, they're the ones finding these earlier kills. And also they're not really being pushed out the lane. Both these heroes are very self-sufficient. So even after an engagement, they should be able to stay in the air. You see, you know, Jug here with the healing ward, of course Bloodseeker with the first. They're able to constantly fight in laning phase. Whilst Liquid, they're kind of playing for whatever they can get. You know, so they're now TPing top, trying to offset their aggression. And I think why Nigma picked Juggernaut with confidence was, if it's a core, Jug will counter Gyrocopter. If it's a support, you don't really care about him throughout the entire game. You always have to spin. All of the damage from support Gyrocopter comes from magic. So yeah, Juggernaut will be able to just brush this hero off. And it's going to make Insania feel a little bit uncomfortable right now, because he can't just run at the mid-invoker. He can't run at the Jug. He needs to kind of just pick some creeps.
GH, they come up for a bit of dewarding. And he is going to get himself out of the reach of Matuma Man. Right out of the reach of Mickey, though. Final slight. Get to the kill.
Obnoxious amount of damage Slayerfist does. 160 bonus on the hero. So, yeah, he's with a Blightstone just ripping through heroes. I think a lot of people have experienced this, unfortunately. Matu having to leave the bot lane. This Bloodseeker, way too potent. This support Gyrocopter doesn't really have defensive mechanisms. So you can't just kind of hold the lane there and just hope to keep the PA alive. It is now going to be kind of plan B, which is PA awkwardly hit jungle. Liquid, they need to try and make a move right now. If they keep playing in this formation, this 2k lead will slowly build up, and it's only at 10 minutes. You see that Matthew coming to top lane now. They need to try and have this overwhelming presence to make Nigma rotate to then get things going their way. Because they're kind of on mode recovery on both Ember and PA.
Is under attack.
See them try for RTW. They get the healing ward out. Turns with the Omni Slash. TP in from GH to help back up. RTW on the retreat. 2 spells will save his life. Mickey off to the side. He's got eyes on Kuro. Kuro will be dead for sure. The RTW is kept alive for now. GH safeguarding him on the retreat back towards the tier 2. Mickey not able to cut them off. Nothing else to offer up other than a slight fish. So they'll be fine on the big core here. Nigma Galaxy.
Yeah, nice move in general, playing around that catapult wave. They're able to now take this tower. Like, if this wasn't a catapult wave, this tower would still be healthy. Nigma would reset, come back to the lane, but potentially Liquid might be able to take this tower. You see Insania now kind of clicking it, like, please, let me get this down. Boxy does die in the bot lane as well. Top lane doesn't even fall, actually. Everyone just dipped out, so...
Yeah, it's going to be slowed down a bit. Yeah, not going to take it quite as quick as maybe possible. In fact, Kuro even opting to TP up here. Follow up as well.
MC's upper as well.
They want to hold on to this tower. They know how strong they are. MC's got the Rupture ready to drop. They can look for a kill attempt here. Zai stepping up. Mind control. He's going to go for Insania.
Radiant structures.
Leads in with the blood right. Doesn't need a Rupture right now. Insania's trying to run in and find Kuro, but Kuro is not going to be found. As Mind Control gets another.
Yeah, nice setup with Sunstrike. Yeah, like, this is a really beautiful draft to enable a mid-invoker. Like, the best invoker games where you want to go exort is when you just have cheap lockdown, right? So whoever clock hook shots, pre-4 stuff, Sunstrike will hit. Whoever line hits with an Earth Spike will get hit by a Sunstrike. Like this guy, Miracle, he just needs to sit in mid lane, not die, farm the small camp, farm mid lane, and play on the rest of his heroes. And that's where now Nigma are trying to get that into the game.
They want to try and set something up top. Liquid off the back of Boxy's Vendetta. Whoa, off the mark though.
Okay.
He's going to miss that opening, and that means there's not a chance for Insania and Matuma Man to follow up. Nigma Galaxy, they'll back off fine.
Question for Liquid now, like, they TP'd up here. Like, are they just going to brute force this tower down, or are they just going to cut their losses and leave? Yeah, okay, they are just going to leave.
Yeah, Matsu focusing on getting that battle fury done.
Mate.
Demised.
Oh no.
I mean, Zion and Insania, they can look to try and help out. The fingers come out to burst Boxy, and Insania and Zai, they've got nothing to help out with here. They've got to try and run. Zai, he's going to be tanky enough to sort of dissuade Mind Control from continuing to punch into him. So he will live. Maybe Mickey can find the chance to dive in. Looks like this time round, though, Nigma Galaxy might let the tier 1 go.
Yeah, I feel like in this scenario where you've defended your tier 1 for pretty much like 4 minutes, you accept that that itself is value. Yeah. You don't need to keep throwing bodies up here. You can just farm the rest of the map as they go into mid lane. Meanwhile, in the hope to try and punish the fact they're going, okay, they don't connect on anything, but it's the idea, right? It's like you give up a tower in that moment, you have 10-15 seconds to make a quick play, and now they're hitting mid tower.
See what sort of defense Liquid can pull into play. RTW stands his ground, finishes up the tower through the Blade Fury. Blade Fury comes to an end. RTW is looking for an Omni-Stab target. He will find it onto the backlines with the Maelstrom doing a hefty bit of damage. Liquid, the back off Sunstrike crashing down onto the head of Matuma Man. Burns him out of the game, and Mind Control, he's ready to dive in deep, looking for Zai. Back him over to the side. Boxy can't quite find the stun. Mind Control's able to run circles around them. As it's 2 dead on Liquid. Rupture thrown down the way of Mickey. Underneath the tower, though, it's hard for Nigma Galaxy to get in on top of him, and he's got a remnant out of the safe distance, so Mickey backs off. Nigma Galaxy overall, the tower is theirs. Galaxies.
Yeah, they just recouped it really well. I feel so bad for RTW. He's got probably some of the worst RNG in the game right now. He's hitting a little bit of everyone. That Omni Slash isn't just locking onto one target, but, you know, Dota's Dota. But you see here MC playing with that, the confidence of just diving on in with his, what was it, yeah, 1,000 or 700 plus move speed.
Yeah, it was sort of a bit messy there from Liquid. They had sort of the vacuum from Zai and the stun from Boxy just coming out a little bit, you know, disjointed, so they weren't actually able to lock down mind control with the stun. Because if that stun lands, they probably would have killed him under the tower.
Yeah, just to be clear here, though, Liquid's lineup isn't built for this type of aggression. Their lineup is strong, but it's off of the back of, you know, like the early, you know, maybe like a Maelstrom, BKB, or Ember Spirit, the Ags on Darkseer, the PA having maybe 1 or 2 items, right? Like it's a skirmish lineup that needs to be scaled into. It doesn't innately just come out the gates running, right?
Radiant
Compared to Nigma,
scanning.
once they leave their laning phase, they have so many small little mechanisms to play on. That's why they're building their lead right now, and they are doing it so well. Oh, okay, okay. I mean, collectively, that hook shot not so much, but everything else is going so well.
Hey, I mean, he didn't want the kill, he wanted the creep, you know? GH is a man with his priorities.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he also didn't have best of vision, I guess. But they get a kill top. Cheeky. Happens.
Are they? It's a backup from mind control. As slider fist from Mickey will do the job. Kuro, quick stun to hold him back. Liquid, they might see if they can chase for more here. GH is going to hold his ground. He just steps straight up there. Pops the stick charge, trying to tank it all. There's no chance of tanking that amount of damage. Miracle with the cold snap control onto Zai. Kuro with the further lockdown gets the setup for the Darkseer kill. RTW chasing down Insane here should allow them to pick up a gyro as well. More money here into the bank of the Juggernaut. As Nigma Galaxy, they'll hold their lead despite losing mind control there. They're able to get back with a good punch.
I'm a big fan of this Bloodseeker build. Like, he went for straight jump, which I think is a super undervalued item right now. I know for Team Tundra, they often pick it up. I know snaking on the 4 position, you pick it up a lot. You just pick, like, you activate it, the move speed, the attack speed, just gets you into these earlier fights. But then it's that instant agony. He identifies that if he can rupture the PA, rupture the Darkseer, all of Liquid's heroes play on just basically quick and in and out movements. Getting, like, connecting the fight, disengaging. If you do a double rupture and you play on the damage of your Invoker and Juggernaut, you can just lock down. All right, okay. Just a big fan of the Agnum. So now they take the Aegis. They're going to hit this timing in the next 3 to 4 minutes. We are going to see the Ags come into play and how well they utilize it.
Players here.
And the Invoker is pretty farmed. Also, RTW done an amazing job this game as well. Just really making sure he's keeping top net worth. Maelstrom into SMY.
Yeah, he hurts. Level 14, good on the levels.
I mean, it's a product of there not being like instant stun from Team Liquid. The only way they kill him is maybe from like a blind impale.
And they're looking for Kuroki, but Kuroki's able to get the setup onto this Ember Spirit, and he'll happily die for that one, Kuro. His dying moves locking down Mickey to allow the rest of Nigma Galaxy to come in, kill off Mickey, rupture onto Zai. They'll take out the 2 cores. Insania as well, I don't think he's got any route out of this. Yeah, he has not. The TP still on cooldown. They'll take out the 3 of them. I mean, all part of Kuroki's plan there.
If you're a Liquid team comms right now, you're probably hearing, "Don't worry, guys, it's all good. Matthew got Battle Fury, all good. Don't worry." You know, pinging the BKB god. That's kind of what they're playing for now. They want to throw bodies like just random engagements. They want to stop having to bring Matthew in. Like, he's got a pretty slow Battle Fury, as you see there. You know, 2 minutes 20 than average. It's been a hard game, so they need to build that wedge. They need to kind of absorb Nigma's damage. That 8k lead, honestly, at this point, with the items they have, it feels like probably double to Liquid. It feels like such an impossible fight to take. So it's about dodging. Yeah,
they get a massive Miracle, you know, well on the way towards the BKB on top of the Blink box. 18 minutes in. I mean, without a doubt, this is going to be a good test for Matthew, you know, sort of in Liquid. You know, can he carry this? This is a difficult game for him to carry with sort of everything that's been going on around him.
It is a good PA game, right? Like, as long as you're not ruptured, if you can get to, you know, Battle Fury, +1 damage item, Satanic, you should be able to always blow up this Invoker or at least initiate the fights, but the rupture is so annoying. Nice 4-stuff though from Zai.
Well, they do still find that rupture. Zai, and he's going to go for the immediate TP out. RTW ready, charge in under the tower. Running down Boxy with the Blade Fury. And Boxy, he's not going to survive the Omni Slash. RTW commits with the ult, jumps him down. Instead, he's staying hidden in the trees. You have the jump fall from Miracle with the cold cold snap of the meat shield, crashing down onto Matuma Man. He'll be over the side of the blink strike, but the fingers there for Kuro. Matu's down. Nigma Galaxy just continue to roll over Liquid. This tower will be theirs. And with Matu out of the game for 30, sure, it's not the longest time early on, but those seconds, they absolutely count when it's a game where Matu needs to do everything to try and carry and farm his way back in with his Battle Fury. He's out of the game, he's not going to get a chance to do so, and with this push coming in from Miracle and the Forge Spirits, they're going to be able to take both of these towers down. Just 19 minutes in, Nigma Galaxy, they're shutting down Liquid's half of the map big time.
They got a 12k lead, and like I don't think they need to stop. There's no reason for them to do it. They got the Ags on Bloodseeker, Blink on the Lion.
They've got the healing ward,
cheeky little drop. They got everything they need just to give it a go. They're going to force out the Fortify. Yeah, this is an exceptional performance so far. Yeah. Just controlled aggression, like being able to pick and choose your fights.
I mean, they know Matu's got nothing. You know, what can BA do at this stage with the Battle Fury? Matu can't jump in on these fights. At least unless he finds some sort of perfect opportunity. It's so hard for him right now, jumping into the farm that Nigma Galaxy have. That's the tier 3 gone, and yeah, ILTW, no signs of slowing down. He's onto the barracks. What can they do to push him off, but they can't. Stands his ground with the Blade Fury, takes the melee racks, walls down, but already Nigma Galaxy there away. They got what they came for. Twisted Liquid could try and chase him, but they try and step out, but the ice wall's down into the hook shot. Stop for Crow, catch down Tuna. GH is calling Stania in the cogs. And Stania's out. Finds back straight away, silence onto Mikhail. Get another sleight of fist down, but he has to hold his ground while he's ruptured. Dagger in from the side, it's a big crit. Courage low, jump off from Matu. He's able to finish off the Lion. Liquid, can they find anything more here off the retreat from Nigma Galaxy? GH caught by the missile. Boxy, the stun will do it. They take down a couple of them. But the damage, of course, done. 20 minutes in or so, losing that melee racks. Never a position you want to be in.
Yeah, and all 3 cores got out from Nigma. Liquid wasn't even able to, get a free kill here and there. So this is, yeah, like, I'm impressed by it. Just how strong Nigma entered this game. Like, after losing the bounty runes, after the early kills, they still just they understand what the timing is they need to play for. And fundamentally, it's built around this Invoker. We didn't see much of him, but the stun strikes he was setting up, the kind of the confidence he was giving his team, kind of from the air support, basically, just gave them this kind of second wind to take the fight. And there's no reason for them to stop. No. They're like, realistically, they could just walk down another lane. The worst thing they can do now is go, Aegis is expiring soon. Expired. Let's just wait. They should just keep fighting, keep forcing this Battle Fury PA just to feel bad. I mean, yeah, they might even get him.
They're heading straight away. They know he came up top.
They got 2 wards. Double vision, Owen. That is doubly effective vision.
This blur is getting him out, though. With the blur, they're not able to see how he backs off after seeing him initially push up the lane. He's away. Matu will live another day.
Nice heads up play. And if you're looking right now, you're pretty much waiting for BKB, but Kuroki,
I mean, he's
hasted.
He gets the Hex set up. He's done as well to follow in. Hook shot over. They'll get the force side.
Nice 4 stuff.
It's going to be enough to bail Mickey out. He's got 2 more remnants to play with. Nigma Galaxy, they are still chasing. Zai with a vacuum up to the high ground, but RTW jumps straight back down with the Omni Slash onto Zai. Mind Control finds the chance to rupture Mickey. Has he got anywhere playing out this? Tries to dodge the blood round with the slide, but he's not going to be able to do so. Silence into the finger of Kuro. He goes down. Sadie to fall even behind the tower. Kuroki, he's going to start playing around with Boxy. Set up here into the Hex. Blood Right's coming down. Spike Carapace will hold back the 2 of them. Kuroki actually taking a bit of a beating there from the illusion from Zai's wall. He's into the trees, and he's away out of the reach of Boxy, able to turn back in with a stun. Kuro's not even going to go down, blinks out to a safe distance. Boxy was trying to find him. He's not going to get to live any longer. GH shuts down his life. 4 dead on Liquid. Nigma Galaxy just continuing to style over Liquid completely in this game too.
And Miracle, after all of this, instantly he identifies Matu is not having a good game. He's going to be blurred up, trying to find a little bit of farm. So he instantly goes walks to the Ancients, sees that the farm, checks, doesn't catch him. But yeah, this is now Nigma walking over the map, giving no space to farm up. And I'd be surprised if we saw a BKB from PA before another Rax falls.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. They couldn't have stopped Nigma Galaxy on the top lane. This time around, we're going to see a bit more reservation from Nigma Galaxy. Deso is complete on Matuma Man.
Oh, okay.
Going all out with damage.
Yeah, playing right now.
Oh, to the side, the board's down there, be able to spot Boxy sneaking out of the face. Dice tries to jump in to help out. they have managed to kill off GH. Nigma Galaxy, do they still want to fight 4 versus 5? Looks like they do. Rush round aside. Kuroki's in with the down the massive jump straight away. The crits there. He's cut down Kuroki, but mind control. He'll look to make a line straight towards Matsumaman. He's got him controlled in the blood right. Matsumaman in trouble. He needs help, and he needs it now. Miracle jumps over the right, flicks for the evasion. Keeping Matu alive, jumps the high ground. He's away. Matu will be able to get back to base. So he tries to run down Instania, but Instania's out. Turn around for Mickey, in with the slight change. He's caught Miracle. The silence from the blood right, causing issues for Mickey. Continues to try and chase Miracle. Miracle, he's ready to turn. They were ready and waiting, and that's Matu knocked out for 30. Nigma Galaxy, they've got the full lineup boxing over and ready to push onto the racks.
Nigma playing like, honestly, like it's turbo mode. Like they have no need to regenerate. They're just running down the lanes with such confidence.
Are fortified.
And they have so much kill potential.
Watch out for Kuro. I mean, Kuro with his blinks, he's aggressive. Let's get caught out by the stun from Boxy. Stun strike down on Instania, takes out the Gyroton. Boxy out of mana, GH with the lockdown, jumps in with a hook shot. Forces the side, no Boxy's able to make it away. Miracle, he's jumping in, committing with the blink BKB. Takes out the Nyx Assassin and creates the space for Nigma Galaxy to finish a second set of racks in the mid.
Yeah, this should just be pretty much a straight to Roshan call. Play on the fact that they have 2 heroes dead. You get that, you move bot, take tier 2. We're going to see another fight. For Liquid, what can they achieve here? It's desperately trying to find some gold on the map to give PA maybe a BKB. But again, the story of maybe BKB, this rupture is the thing stopping them from fighting. Like, it doesn't matter if you have a BKB or not. It'll stop you from maybe the line, but the hook shot from the clockwork, the rupture on the Bloodseeker, like, I feel like this timing, it doesn't really mean anything. And Liquid need to really hope for a miracle themselves now, because they just should give them a free pass to get in mega creeps on Nigma.
Yeah, with the way they've been able to push so far, you'd certainly imagine Nigma Galaxy could maybe take it all off the back of this pickup. Already heading straight down towards the bottom, seeing if they can catch some members of Liquid pushing out in this bottom half. Spotted out by the rocket flare. Sunstrike as well, giving further information. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication there. Miracle blinks in the same time as GH attempts for the hook shot. Ends up blocking the hook shot with that blink forward. Can they still find something? A second one off the mark. GH not able to find Matsumaman. In fact, just jumps straight back in with the controls there, along with the disarm of the deafening blast. Matu gets taken out. RTW and Kuro with the chase. Kuro's got the blink up soon.
Are they going to find Zion?
They reach in with the first Omni Slash, but the Carapace does stop RTW from going in with the commitment of his ultimate. Might find the chance to go for it now. Doesn't want to go up to the high ground. He's going to hold off. Wait until the rest of the team's able to push over.
18k lead now. Whew.
Radiant's bottom
I don't want to be the guy that
tower
says
is
it's
under
over,
attack.
Owen, but this smoke will dictate if it's over or
This
not.
could be sort of the last
This is
smoke here from Liquid.
the final
See
moment.
if they can get a pick off. They're going to commit for Kuro. With the BKB, Kuro, he'll go down. Yeah, that's start opening onto Mind Control. The Omni Slash has come in. Mind Control will try and step back away from the cooldown. In fact, he's just standing his ground, punching into Mickey, but the damage will be done by the Ember. Mickey able to jump out as well with the Remnant. Looks like Zai will get left behind. Caught in the combo, Miracle setup. Slash from RTW. They will still find Mickey. Buybacks available from Mickey. Boxy turns for the stun. Matu coming in, looking for the crits. Is he able to find him? He's trying to get Miracle, but it's the dagger. Not enough damage. Jumps in with a Phantom Strike, but Miracle, he's out of the harm's way. He cannot be killed by Matu. And Matu will jump to safety. I'll look for him with the rocket flare.
How does Matu get out?
I don't know. Miracle gets out, Matu gets out. Both very lucky to be alive in that situation.
You already know if that was a support Matu was jumping, he'd crit him like 4 times, but because it's a core he's jumping, the game does give a little bit more respect to the cores.
Tower has fallen.
Yeah, Nigma brushing that off. I love I love the fact that Liquid gave that Hail Mary smoke a chance. They tried to go as 4. They found a couple pickoffs, but again, just a little bit too late. With the Aegis now, RTW walks up.
We jump in on a Boxy.
Nice little swift slash there.
Keep it going. Miracle's making his way back over the map after TPing back for the reset. 5 seconds till Mickey's up. This last set of racks here that Liquid are going to try and do their best to hold.
That looked amazing. He went for the punch but didn't fully commit it.
Still have that Aegis to try and battle for on RTW. They even get at the one. Hook shot comes through from the side. Tornado as well, straight down onto Instania. Instania caught out with the cold down the finger. Comes out to Boxy. Boxy will live. Long enough to back up. Size him with a vacuum onto the two of them. They're taking the Aegis out of RTW's hands. Over to the side. Mickey in onto Kuro. Finishes the Lion's life. RTW heads over with the Blade Fury. On top of Zai. Zai has no buyback available. Instania dying outside of the fountain. Boxy lives with the spike carapace. But the slashes in onto Matuma Man. Matuma in trouble. But the jump over to Boxy. Back to the fountain. Back to safety. He'll live. Mickey trying to finish off with the slide of fish GH. But GH is still alive. Finally, Boxy in takes him down. Mickey scrambles back towards the fountain. We'll see the buybacks coming out from Nigma Galaxy. They know that Zion and Stadia do not have buybacks. They're going to try and end the game here. RTW going back in with the Blade Fury, but he knows that Matu might be able to jump back in and finish him off. The root's there from the chain. So Mickey, they run on to Matu. They get the kill. Matu takes out RTW, does die for it. He himself does have buyback. RTW committing his buyback as well. Nigma Galaxy throwing everything in to try and get this final set of racks.
Yeah, and Liquid equally, so they're just trying to protect this, but with Matu buying back, there's going to be no BKB here. They have to hope that Nigma dies once again, because maybe if they die, maybe.
Fortification set up onto Mind Control. They're looking to burst through the Bloodseeker. Can they quite do so? The missiles in as well. Mind Control ever so low. Turn down. Final side of fish from Mickey. Finishes him off. Matu, he needs help, but he needs it now. The slash is coming in. He's got a target to jump to. Boxy by his side. Provides Matu the opportunity to get back out of there. Mickey's in with the BKB, but he's low on mana. Physical hits coming in from Miracle as he is able to get back to the fountain, but the space is there. RTW back onto the barracks. See Liquid back at full HP, full mana. Jump forward for RTW, they try with the vacuum. Quick switch that comes into play, they're caught him with the chains. But the blood right there, GH in with a hook shot. Mickey tries to commit, but the sun's out onto the three of them. And now they're ready for the clean up. Nigma Galaxy, finger out, Matu out of mana. He'll try for Kuroki, but he's surrounded by Nigma Galaxy. He's out of the game. With no buyback on him, it's almost certainly going to be called. Mickey also taken out. The full set of racks taken down. GG is called. Nigma Galaxy coming in at full force in this second game. And my goodness, they look good doing it. Liquid, try as they might, they just couldn't slow them down. Everything going Nigma Galaxy's way here this game, pretty much after that incident with First Blood and the bounty ring.
And